Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's cryptocurrency trivia. It's great to have you all. Sorry we were off last week. I just couldn't be bothered. Just kidding. Totally kidding. I was just busy. Starting the stream a few minutes early so that people have time to join. We will start a little bit after 4:30 Central Time. It's 4:22 p.m. Central right now. To join, what you need to do is you need to either download the Kahoot app or more likely go to the web browser, open up your web browser and go to kahoot.it and use the game pin 7676317. We have 4 concurrent viewers right now. It's great. It's great. We have great viewership on this. Obviously, give people plenty of time to join. It just means you have a better chance of winning this week if we have fewer people in, so. Welcome, Aliangsk. I don't know how to pronounce this, and Cupcake. Make sure you join with your Reddit username if you want a chance at winning part of the 1500 moons. So keep that in mind. Hey, Lubex. In order to join, what you need to do is you need to go to kahoot.it, as shown at the top of the screen there, or you can download the Kahoot app, whichever you prefer, and use the game pin 7676317 to join. Join with your Reddit username, please. If you can't fit your entire Reddit username, just fit as much of it as you can. Make sure your Reddit username is appropriate, otherwise you will get kicked. And that's pretty much all there is to it. You answer questions on your phone or web browser. Make sure you have access to the live stream so you can continue seeing what the questions are as they roll in, because they will not show up on your answering device. But yeah, it's pretty easy. Let me know if you still have some questions about how to join. I'm also taking everyone's, or putting faith in people that they would let me know if the audio is not working correctly. Welcome, Lomasar. Welcome to Sick. AMA Growl. I don't know. Eknemi. Eknenemy. No, I even know. They're like on speed. Thank you, Fang Tiang, for telling me that my audio is pretty good. You do not need to change your YouTube name. You don't need to bother with that. You can leave it at whatever weird, your long lost monkey or whatever else it happens to be. That's totally fine with us. Does not need to match. All that matters is that you join the Kahoot game with your Reddit username, that you have commented or at least have some participation in the cryptocurrency subreddit up to this point. And then, yeah, answer questions. If there's any confusion, we can check afterwards and confirm. We did that with one of the participants. We had one for example, where one person accidentally answered a question incorrectly and everyone else got the answer correct. And I pity tipped them 100 moons because I felt so bad. But yeah, they were able to confirm they owned up to it, and I confirmed who got it incorrect, and I gave them the 100-point moons. It's pretty unlikely that's going to happen again this week, so don't go out answering questions incorrectly as a joke to try and get more moons. It probably won't happen. I'm going to laugh at your expense, but I'm not going to have an expensive moons at my expense this time. Welcome everyone for joining. Mr. Mustache Man, good to see you again. Artificial Wand, or 8 Wand. BB Beluga. After the future. What happens after the future? The future? Mega Goodwin. Excited Boa 56. Looks like you joined Loopy_X. Congratulations. I assume that's the same user that was participating in the YouTube chat, which I am watching, by the way. All questions are generally surrounding crypto, some a little bit closer than others. You're probably not going to have many about what it's like to run a farm, unless it's a digital farm. Who knows? It's like yield farming. Yield farming in scope, literal farming probably not in scope. Priest of Sados, welcome. I am a Reddit moderator. You're gonna have to guess what my name is. It's a secret, total secret. Just kidding. I'll be making some more videos coming out soon about things like what cryptocurrency moons are and the like. Got some more professional recording equipment and stuff. So let's see what we'll see how they turn out. If things go well, those videos will be out really soon. If it goes poorly, well, then just pretend you heard this from me. Welcome everyone else who is still joining. 20 people in the game now. That's great. Doesn't that make it more mysterious, Michael? Hello, Joe. Joe, I would be really surprised if that was your real Reddit username. You don't need to play with your Reddit username, but we need to know what your Reddit username is if we want to give you some of the moon if you are in the top 3 positions. Of course, whoever comes in first place gets 1,000, second place 300, third 200. Unless JW, who distributes the funds, forgets and accidentally sends 500 to the second place winner, in which case, congrats, you got 500 by accident. Definitely has happened before. Welcome everyone else popping in. Joe44289. FCK anti-maskers, totally agree with you. Gonna keep that one up. It's nearing 4:30, but we're gonna give people a little bit extra time because people like to show up at the last second to these things. They think being fashionably late is good. You know, one of these days I'm gonna start the trivia literally to the second when I say I will, and then if they miss out, that's on them, right? You got there's some incentive to show up so you get all the questions. This week there are a total of 10 questions only. 9 of them are multiple choice. The last one is dragged to arrange properly. Make sure you read the instructions. Make sure you read the questions. Make sure you submit only when you're ready. If you accidentally screw up or get one of them in the incorrect order, you get no points for the last question. And that is important because the last question is worth 2,000 points. So last question should be worth more because there are fewer, I mean, proportionally, of course, because there are fewer other multiple choice questions this week. How's everyone week been going otherwise, though? Fun crypto news. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. In February, the CryptoCurrency subreddit, I think, had its most popular month in terms of viewership. We got our Linux enthusiast joining us with this incomprehensible or difficult to say username. I'm just going to call you Permissions Guy and hope that that's correct. Where's the faces guy? That's a good point. We can't start before a bunch of faces join. It's not possible. It's illegal. Don't worry. People aren't going to judge you for much for spamming here. This isn't like the daily where people get mad when they're trying to just farm moons. But yeah, what I was saying is that last month I think was the most busy month for the cryptocurrency's entire history, including 2017. I don't recall exactly what the viewership rates were in like December, January 2017, 2018, because those were of course pretty busy months for us, especially when we had more primitive moderator tools. Now we've built out an incredible suite of things. You'd be utterly shocked to know what we have behind the scenes. It's crazy. But we had about 60 million page views last month, which is a ton of page views for a subreddit. Totally nuts. I mean, it's not as much as Wall Street Bets, I'm sure, but still quite a few. And I'll study for this. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. The best way to study, actually, is to submit questions. I mean, I know that's not exactly studying, but if you are able to submit some really good questions, I will use them in these quizzes. First, because I want to have a good variety of questions, and second, because it saves me time. So, of course, it's better for me if other people come up with good questions. And that'll help you because you're going to be more likely to know what the questions are. So, good for you. Welcome, Psydog11. I'm Monk. Helix, I don't even know. I'm thinking, I just see that and I think Toyota Hilux, but we had a few people submit questions this week. I will say that they were not as good as the previous time I did trivia about 2 weeks ago. I got some really, really good ones out of that. I punched, what was it, 7 or so questions out of user submitted questions? But this time I think it was only like 1, and then I think another one was inspired by, and then I went to a bank for another one or something. It was a little less directly useful this week. So definitely opportunities to submit more questions in. Most of the time, if it's a good question, I'll take it. We're starting in, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. As people stop pouring in, we'll get started. Hopefully this isn't too late for everyone in Europe. 11:30, I think, over in Central European time. I would say Sir and Tony maybe 5 minutes from now. You're used to it, yeah. Hopefully you're coming to quite a few of these trivia sessions. I think they're fun. I do them when I can. Studying right now by browsing top weekly posts. That's a pretty good way to study, not gonna lie. Just cram, just have the top of the past week open. So to those who have never played before, you get points by answering correctly, of course, but you also get far more points by answering quickly compared to slowly. So you're going to want to get those answers in as soon as possible. People who are trying to cheat, searching things up on Google or whatever, they're not going to win. They just really aren't going to win. That's the way it works. So they might be happy that they don't end in last place because they've successfully looked up one question, but ultimately you're not going to do well if you're looking up answers. Correct answers always C. If you learn anything in school, that's probably correct. You get a budget from moons or using your own personal moons. So a lot of people might not know this, but the moderators specifically set aside a portion of the moderator moons in order to go to community events like this. So in effect, we're giving up our own moons in order to pay for this, but it's not any one individual that's doing so. We basically decided that it would be good to have a pool of community funds. So the moderators agree that this is a worthy, fun thing to do. And so long as it remains a worthy, fun thing to do, then boom, here we go. More trivia, more chances to win. And this is, of course, one of the few things we do at the moment. The plan is to massively expand these fun events outwards. Maybe even including things like giveaways, for example, like, giving away even like graphics cards and stuff. We've thought about it. It's a little more difficult when moons are still on testnet. But once they become mainnet, it'll be certainly easier when we are able to more directly sell them on exchanges and things. I don't know much about Discord airdrops, to be honest. Are you talking about the moons on Discord? Because the cryptocurrency subreddit Discord, which we help moderate with a lot of the same mods, and of course get some additional help there too. We worked on integrations between moons and the Discord. I don't know which ones of those are live yet. I don't think any of this is, I don't know. Hopefully I'm not sharing information I'm not supposed to, but the intent is to link cryptocurrency subreddit moons with the cryptocurrency Discord in some ways. I have no comment on when moons are expected to go to mainnet. Sorry. No comment whatsoever. Cannot answer. Thank you to everyone who's joining, by the way. We're to 23. Hopefully we're not losing as many people as are joining now, but we're going to get started in just 1 minute here, really. Keep in mind that there is a delay to the stream. So normally it's about 7 seconds. So again, I really want to stress to you, answer as quickly as you can because you may, have an ability to respond on, appearing on the screen on the live stream, but you don't actually see it on your phone because it already has closed. So answer as soon as possible. Yeah, I'm not able to comment on anything Reddit related. So Psydog11, if you want to rejoin with something that's very, very close, like Psydog12 or something, and then we can, you rejoined at Psydog1. Yeah, that should be close enough. We can, we're humans. We can do some investigative work to figure out if you come in first place. We will not just be like, oh, sorry, and then just close the case. We can put in a tiny bit of work to figure things out. We've done that in the past. All right, well, I'm gonna get started here in, like I said, 30 seconds here. And I hope all of you the best of luck. Again, try to answer as many questions correctly as you can. For the last question, the 10th question, it is worth double points. You have a minute to answer. The rest of the questions, you have 30 seconds to answer. Of course, there's the live stream delay, though, so you don't really have 30 seconds. So get those in quickly, and you get more points by answering quickly. So here we go. Let's enjoy trivia this week with 25 participants. This is far better odds for you than the past 2 times we've done trivia. I think maybe even the last 3 or more times we've done trivia. So here we go. A Kahoot by the CryptoCurrency subreddit mods for today's date. Question 1. What year was the CryptoCurrency subreddit founded? Was it 2009, 2011, 2012, or 2013? See, I told you these were cryptocurrency related questions. This one's very much subreddit focused. And this is an example where if you know the right answer, you are totally going to beat anyone who tries to look this stuff up. You get far more points by answering quickly. If anyone has questions about how to join later on, they still can. By the way, I'm seeing about a 6 or 7 second delay in the live stream. But people still can join. They, of course, just lose the advantage of being able to answer the previous questions. Looks like most people got this one correct, or at least was the most commonly selected answer. 10 users said 2013, which is the correct answer. It's pretty surprising how late that was. Was certainly later than the Bitcoin subreddit, I believe, although I don't actually know when that was founded on the top of my head. Early 2013 is the correct answer here. 10 of you got that one correct, so congrats to you 10. Let's see how that changes the leaderboard here. First, Laney. Pretty quick answer there, 923 points, so that's pretty good. Jow44289, 893 points, close behind. And everyone else answered in pretty close succession here. Priest of Sados, iMonk, and Lomasar. Congrats to you all for making your way into the top of the leaderboard for the first question. Let's proceed here. Question 2. Music producer Blau sold 33 NFTs for a record-breaking amount. What was the total sum of all these 33 NFTs? Was it 2.3 million, 3.5 million, 5.2 million, or 11.7 million? Again, always choose the best answer. Don't you be writing me to be like, oh, it actually was off by 1 cent, so I didn't choose it. No, there's, pick the closest one. I have no pity if you purposely choose one that is way off. Oh, fooled quite a few people on this one. 11.7 million is the correct answer. It looks like choosing the middle number is not the best answer for you. So, yeah, I know how to make some good questions, I hope. We will see, however, how much that impacts the leaderboard. Quite a bit of money for NFTs. So they've really taken on a lot of recent news recently. We're going to see if we can somehow incorporate NFTs in the cryptocurrency moons, but that's something you're all going to have to stay tuned for. In any case, leaderboard changes quite a bit. iMonk up, Weaver96 up, Lomasar down. Actually, no, Lomasar is on exactly where they were before, but 2 other people fell off. So apologies to the 2 people who fell off, but congratulations to iMonk and Weaver96. You are now up. Everyone on the leaderboard here has answered the last 2 questions correct, so congrats. Let's keep going. Question 3. Flash loans refers to the ability to borrow funds without collateral, so long as they are, which returned within 1 block, with trusted counterparties, collateralized out of band, or returned within 10 minutes. Again, what's the best answer here? There's still plenty of time to join, people. Lower chance to win compared to if you had joined to begin with, but certainly still a lot of fun to be had. You never know. I'm seeing about a 6 to 7 second delay. Okay. Again, best selected answer here is the correct one. Returned within 1 block. That is the best answer here. Pretty cool how I get to fool some of these people. For example, with trusted counterparties. You'd probably, if it's a trusted counterparty, you'd probably just do it out of band anyway. You probably wouldn't even need one of these types of transfers. You just have an agreement. Collateralized out of band. Well, I guess it depends on the case. So maybe, but that's not certainly not the best answer. But it's interesting to think about how that could work if you do trust your counterparty. Then collateralized out of band. I mean, you can always do things like this, but that's not the answer of definition of a flash loan. Or return within 10 minutes. No, that wouldn't make any sense. It is return within 1 block. Hopefully this is fun and educational. Oh, this really changed the leaderboard. The only 2 people who've gotten the last 3 correct are Lomasar and Weaver96. I don't know why it says Weaver96 as the highest answer streak when Lomasar is on top with a few extra points, but there really isn't a big difference between the 2. Actually, Laney may have gotten... I don't know. I don't think they did. I don't think they got the last one. They missed one of them. But Presubsados is working their way back up a bit. That definitely changed the leaderboard. So congrats to everyone who answered that one correctly. Let's keep going. Question 4. What is the name of the search engine team that Brave recently acquired? Was it Mozilla, Tailcat, Cool, or StartPage? Again, best answer here. I actually was thinking about making this question far more difficult, but I decided against it. So this could have been a real gotcha question, but I tried not to make it one. Tailcat is the best answer here. It's not Mozilla. Mozilla doesn't really have its own search engine, to my knowledge. Cool is defunct. They launched in 2008 and folded in 2010. StartPage is still around. I believe they use Google's results, but just under a different privacy policy, effectively. Tailcat's the correct answer here. They were involved in some other search engine, like Sphinx, or I don't remember the exact name. You can look it up. What they launched and then folded, but the Tailcat team or code or whatever is still around, and Brave acquired the rights to it in some fashion, or the team or whatever. This was too easy, not gonna lie. Okay, Michael. You know, just for you, let me switch the next question. Okay? Just kidding. Obviously, these questions are set, but you all are gonna just be ready for this 5th question, and you can blame people for this question being there. I promise. The next question is gonna wipe that smirk right off your face. Okay? Just for you, Michael. Just for you. Everyone else here, you can all blame Michael, okay? But let's check the leaderboard first. Lomasar's in first. Changes the bottom quite a bit. Weaver also right behind him. iMonk, Loopy X, Mr. Mustache Man. Some familiar faces here. Lomasar and Mr. Mustache Man. Those are definitely ones I remember. Lomasar has gotten all 4 previously correct. Let's see if this question's going to change things. I expect it to. Let's see what's going to happen. Ready? Set. You just watch. Let's go. Question 5. Oh, whoops. The CryptoCurrency community voted this week to prohibit what posts from what subreddit? Referral links, stolen news articles, memes, or sub 200 market cap coin posts. Darn, I was off by a question, I think. That would have been so good. But, you know, maybe this is difficult. I don't know. Hopefully most people know the answer. Sorry, this is one of the easier ones. By one of the easier, I mean all except 2 people got this one correct. So hopefully this was 3 points to most people. Okay, touche, Michael. Touche. Okay, you win this round. but as promised, I'm going to come at you later on the quiz. Darn. Oof. I embarrassed myself here a bit. Sorry to the 2 people that also embarrassed themselves for getting this one incorrect. I doubt this changes yeah, this does not change the leaderboard at all. Maybe a few points to see who answered the quickest, but no changes. All right. I think it's the next one, but I feel like after my very poor performance for this question, I think I might rejoice only after I start reading it. But yeah, here we go. There's a tough one coming up. Who were the first to suggest the use of elliptic curves in cryptography, which is the basis for cryptocurrency transactions? This is the tough one. Noether and Saberhagen, Diffie and Hellman, Koblitz and Miller, or Satoshi and Nakamoto? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You thought the last ones were too easy? Well, here you go. How do you like the quiz now? And if Michael gets this one correct, I'm just going to be, you know. This is the best selected answer. We certainly have a better distribution here. I don't know who selected Satoshi and Nakamoto. That's definitely not the correct answer. I actually thought that was pretty funny as I was adding it. So hopefully most people were able to take out one. Emmy Noether is a real mathematician, but that's not the correct answer. Saberhagen, of course, is someone who was behind the CryptoNet white paper. No, Diffie-Hellman's a commonly referred to thing, but Koblitz and Miller is the best answer here. Diffie-Hellman is a type of elliptic curve. So if someone has heard of Diffie-Hellman, you may have selected that answer, but the best answer is Koblitz and Miller. So this is meant to be a really trick question where someone who didn't know anything was probably going to be like, oh no, I don't know anything. And someone who had heard of elliptic curves before is probably going to choose a different answer. So this is, I don't know. You can do some research on the side. But this is Koblitz and Miller. Option C. Whoever said C is the right answer. They were right. Depending on how you consider A, B, C, D. Maybe that's B. I don't know. Depends on what you think is B and C. Haha, Michael, I gotcha. And you know what? Most people got it incorrect except for Excellent No Then, who now made their way up the leaderboard. 5 players got that one, at least very importantly, in answer streak 3. So that's dope. So that really helped even things up a bit. It gave people like Excellent No Then a chance to rise. I think that was the toughest question in the whole quiz, but you all get to tell me afterwards. But we're going to proceed. Question 7. What was the name of the first Bitcoin exchange? Was it Bitcoin Market, Bitstamp, Mt. Gox, or BTCE? Michael, it's fine. You fooled me in the previous one where I got baited by you into accidentally claiming the next question would be easy, and it would be difficult, and it actually was very easy. So you're the real winner here, I would say, and you might still be the actual winner of trivia too. Who knows? Again, make sure answering quickly enough. The best answer is Bitcoin Market here, not Mt. Gox. Not the most selected answer. That's pretty exciting. Let's see how this changes the leaderboard for some people. Doesn't too much. Lomasar and Weaver96 seem to have gotten that one correct. They stay at the top, but BB Beluga, Mad Scientist, and Priest of Sados really climbed their way up in a matter that really, or in a way that really matters. It's still anyone's game among these 5 participants, perhaps more. So that's exciting. Remember, the last question is worth double points. All right, question 8. It's reported that PayPal is in the process of buying this crypto company for about $500 million. That's a reported number. Is it BitGo, Fireblocks, Exodus, or Curve? You're famous, Colleen? Nice. Okay, most people knew this one. That's nice. That's nice. Curve is the best answer here. Curve is a custody provider. I was wondering if more people would select BitGo, which doesn't seem like too many did, just because PayPal, I believe, had failed negotiations to acquire BitGo for a larger sum in the past, but seems to be going after Curve. Again, these are like neither PayPal nor Curve, I believe, have confirmed this, although CoinDesk reported on it and this number based off what I am trusting for them to know is a good source. So Curve is the best answer there. That does change the leaderboard. It looks like Lomastar either didn't know the answer to that, but Weaver96 is on top no matter what. We got Linux enthusiast making their way up. Some reason likes Linux permissions, which no one should. Oh God, it's so annoying. iMonk climbing, Excellent No Then climbing. Priest of Sados still pretty close. But yeah, real anyone's game here, I would say. Answered BitGo. Yep. Okay, question 9, last quiz. AWS recently added this coin to its managed blockchain service. Is it Dogecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or Stellar? Again, what's the best answer here? Last multiple choice. Okay, this seemed to be a shoo-in for most people. Ethereum is the correct choice. Let's see how this changes the leaderboard. Only a little bit. Priest of Satos climbs. Excellent. No, then obviously falls a little bit. That might have just been the speed at which they answered the question, because they're like 10 points apart. So it's really close. All right, so for this last question, it is one of those dragged to a range. So make sure you read the question very, very carefully. It's a long one, so if you don't understand, take a second to think about it. You will have 1 minute to answer, and then when you are done arranging, click submit. You only get points if they are all correct, so don't accidentally screw that up because you will throw the game, considering that's worth up to 2,000 points and the leader has 6,000. So really, you can see, you know, if you're within striking distance, you're pretty close. Yeah, your stream, take a second to refresh your stream. There should be about a 7-second delay. It seems to not be horrible today. It's actually usually a little bit less than 7 seconds as far as I can tell. But do whatever you can to catch things up. All right, I'm going to continue. For the last question, again, read it very, very, very carefully. Know what you're doing. Left, lowest, right, highest. Just to get that in your mind to begin with. All right, puzzle. Worth double points. Lowest, left to highest, right. Arrange exchanges in these countries by the percent of Bitcoin withdrawn from them to go to weak KYC exchanges, know your customer exchanges. Your options are South Korea, United States, Russia, and the Seychelles. This is according to data by CipherTrace for their most recent AML report. So, put simply, those that send more Bitcoin proportionally to weak KYC exchanges will be on the right, and those who send less and are stricter about where the coins go will go on the left. Yep, gotta mix it up. Everyone was expecting a price question here, or a transaction question or something. Need to cover all my bases here. I wonder if anyone will get this one correct. We'll see. It's definitely a bit of an unusual one, even for me. No, no one got the correct answer. Oops. Maybe that's a bad end to trivia. I'm sorry. But the correct order is United States, then Seychelles, then South Korea, then Russia. So in case you are... I'm sorry that literally no one got this one correct. That's not how I normally like to word questions. I thought it would be a little bit easier. Some people would be able to guess it, but clearly not. I don't want people Googling this one either, so I thought a minute would be enough. But clearly, I did not understand things very well for this, and so I apologize for the last question. But, yeah. So if you miss one, sadly, it doesn't give you partial points. Yeah, South Korea has a pretty high exposure compared to most people's thoughts. So, anyway, that means the leaderboard should be the same. So in third place, we have, with 6 out of 10 correct, iMonk. In second place, with 7, Lomasar. And first place, with 8 out of 10, Weaver96. Congratulations on you two for finishing top 3. Priest of something, I can't remember, an excellent something I also forgot. We're in 4th and 5th. Thank you, everyone, for joining. It's great. It's great that you all joined us. Thank you, Nathan, for saying boo. I appreciate it. I hope it was still fun. Sorry about the anticlimactic ending there. It definitely, I'll keep that in mind for next week. That'll be a better multiple choice type question. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for joining. We're going to be sending out the moons in the next either hours or 1 or 2 days, worst. But I hope that a lot of people had fun with this. And clearly the last question was a little too much. So, see you soon. And have a great weekend, everybody. And it sometimes... So I try to make it a weekly thing, although sometimes there's breaks. Like, for example, last week we did not have it. Okay. Have a great weekend, everyone.